Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Jai Shri Ram. Welcome to our next episode in our complete reading of Srimad Valmiki Ramayana. In the previous episode, we saw how Rakshasis were planning to kill Sitama. Sitama herself was having a lot of suicidal thoughts. And while all this was happening, a Rakshasi from there woke up and she says, "If you want, eat yourselves, but leave Sitama alone. I have had a swapna, and that is very good for her husband and very bad for all of us, including Ravana. Atmanam khadatanarya nasitam bhakshayishyata janakasya sutamistam snusham dasarathasya cha swapno hrudyamaya drusto daruno romaharshanah rakshasanam abhavaya bharturasya jayaya cha." You are saying that we will eat yourselves. Some vyakyatas mentioned this as she's saying that if you want, you eat me, but finally whatever it is, she stopped the Rakshis from doing whatever it is. And then she's saying she is a great lady. She is born in the house of kings, and today she is the wife of one of the greatest men on the earth today. Today you are all insulting her, you are all shaming her, you are all torturing her. But this swapna that I got, that is not leaving my heart. And the moment I even think of that swapna, my whole body is shivering. I'm really feeling very recoiled whenever I remember that swapna or that dream. Eva muktas trijataya rakshasya krodhamurchitaha sarva evabruvan bhita trijatam tamidam vachaha. So Trijata is her name, and she is a very old Rakshasi over there. Particularly in this sarga, nowhere it has been mentioned that she is Vibhishana's daughter. Per Ramayana, you don't find any reference that Trijata is Vibhishana's daughter. And then all the Rakshasis, they came around Trijata and they said, "Oh Trijata, tell us in detail about your swapna. Tell us in detail about your dream." Uvacha vachanam kale Trijata swapna samsritam. Kale means, Ushah Kala means which is early morning. Again, I am drawing heavily from the commentary of Sri Guntur Seshendra Sharma Garu and Sri Samvedam Shanmukh Sharma Garu while speaking in this episode. So my humble pranams to both of them. And whatever good that you are going to hear today is all the research of those two great souls. This Trijata Swapna, as such, it looks very, very ordinary, very, very bland to all of us. And some people just look at it as a good luck sign that comes in Srimad Ramayana. But no, we have a Shastra called Swapna Shastra. And in that, they tell in great detail, they tell us about all the good things that come from Swapnas. If you have a good dream, what all those dreams mean, all that is told in that Shastra. This Shastra particularly, they also tell you many great things. For example, kids, they smile in their sleep, right? You know why they smile in their sleep? Because their Gata Janma or their previous births incidents come in their dreams. Similarly, for very old people, when they sleep, when they are nearing their time, when they sleep, they would start seeing their next life in their dreams. Not just that, in Ayurveda, there is a procedure in which they give you a medicine, and then once you take the medicine, they ask you to go and sleep, and then based on the sort of dreams you get, they decide the next course of action. So there is a Swapna Shastra is a very detailed Shastra which is there, and that's why this Trijata Swapna is very important. In Trijata Swapna, not just this, not just the rules of Swapna Shastra, but also you get to see a lot of Upasana secrets here. Now, in amongst all mantras, when you look at any shloka in Srimad Ramayana or any text, you would see 4 padas to that shloka. Very rarely you would see a mantra or a shloka with just 3 padas. So by now you should have understood the mantra that I am referring to. The Gayatri Maha Mantra, it only has 3 padas. It is Tripada, so it is Tripada Gayatri normally. Similarly, it is here Trijata is coming and talking, so there is a correlation there. And not just that, many people say this Trijata Swapna vruttanta is the center of entire Ramayana when you count in Uttarakanda as well. So this is the center of Valmiki Ramayana is what many people opine. Again, why is it linked with Gayatri? I'll tell you why it is linked with Gayatri. I'm going to discuss that as well in some time as we discuss the dream in detail. Gajidantamayim divyam sivikam antarikshagam yuktam hamsa sahasrena swayamasthaya raghavaha. Trijata is saying, in the dream I saw that there was a beautiful palanquin that was made using the teeth or the tusks of an elephant, and this is being brought by 1000 swans. They are flying into the sky. I saw that, and in that palanquin I saw Sri Ramachandra along with Lakshmana, and there they both were nicely seated. After them I saw Sita Ma also on that, and that is one shot that I saw. Remember, what was it? It was a palanquin, and that was being brought by 1000 swans or hamsas. Next, Swapne Chadyamaya Drushta Sita Suklambara Vrata Sagarena Parikshiptam Svetam Parvatamasta Ramena Sangata Sita Bhaskarena Prabhayada. After that, I saw them in the middle of a huge ocean. There is a huge white mountain, and then Sita Ma, she was wearing a white dress. She was seated there, and at the same time, I saw a huge elephant on which Sri Ramachandramurti was there. Raghavasya Maya Trishtaha Chaturtam Tam Mahagajam Arudha Saila Sankasam Chachara Sahalakshmana Tadastau Narasardulo Deepyamano Svatejasa Suklamalyam Baradharo Janakim Parivasita Tadastas Nagasyagre Hyakasas Tassidantinaha. So there are there is a four-tusked elephant, and on that Sri Ramachandra is there, and he is going on that, and he is flying in the air, and then he came to this white mountain on which Sita is seated, and then Sita Ma gave her hand, and they both sat side by side, and then the elephant took both of them. And after that, as they both were going in the sky on the great elephant, I saw Sita Ma stopping by. On one hand, she took the Surya or the sun, and on the other hand, she took the moon, and she was cleaning both of them. Bhartra Parigrihitasya Janaki Skandamachita Bharturankat Samutpatya Tatah Kamalalochana Chandra Suryo Maya Drishto Panina Parimarjati. She was just cleaning. Aditya Mandalam Vapi Chandra Mandalam Eva Swapne Krupnami Hastabhyam Rajam Samprapnu Yan Mahat. This is the second thing she saw, and then we'll also see the third thing that she saw, and then we'll go into the detailed explanation of all the three. And then Sita Ma and Sri Ramachandra, they both were again seen on a big Vrishabha. These are the three ways in which Trijata has seen Sita Ma, Sri Ramachandra, and Lakshmana. Now, what do these three things indicate? What is the inner meaning of this Swapna? And how did she see Ravana? All these are important. How did she see Ravana? Ravanasya Maya Drishtaha Kshitau Taila Samukshitaha Ravanasya Sudha Sarve Drishta Sailat Samukshitaha Varahena Dhigrivaha Sinsumarena Chandrit Ushtrena Kumbhakarnasya Prayado Dakshinam Disam Lanka Drishta Maya Swapne Ravanena Abhirakshita Dagdha Ramasya Dutena Vanarena Tarasvina. So, again, what is she saying? I saw Ravana. He was having a lot of oil on his body, and he fell down, and then he was wearing red colored garlands. He fell down from the Pushpaka Vimana. In another shot, I saw him tonsured. I saw him without any hair on his head, and he was going on a variant of a donkey. And then I also saw that one lady was dragging Ravana into a black cave. At the same time, I also saw him, in another shot, I saw him drinking oil and dancing as if he is mad. And then he was also on a ratha made of donkeys, and he was going towards the southern direction. Behind him were in Kumbhakarna and Indrajit as well. And then all the sons of Ravana, they were mixed in oil, and it was as if they were immersed in oil. And then again in another shot, I saw Ravana sitting on a pig, and then Indrajit was sitting on a crocodile, and then Kumbhakarna was sitting on a camel. All of them, they were moving towards the southern direction. Only Vibhishana was moving on an elephant. And then I also finally saw one more thing. Lanka Drishta Maya Swapne Ravanena Virakshita Dagdha Ramasya Dutena Vanarena Tarasvina. I saw one man, one Vanara, who called himself as the Duta of Sri Ramachandra, and he burned down Lanka. So this instant, okay, the last one, that's going to happen very quickly. So once that happens, the rest are also going to happen. Now, what is the significance of all of these? That we'll be seeing in our next episode. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayaha, sarve bhadrani pasyantu, ma kaschit dukkha bhag bhavet. Sarvam Sri Sasnurha Swam Charana Arvinda Arpanamastu. Swasti. Jai Shri Ram.